I'm going to read a poem that I wrote last night in between finishing my nails, and I did them all by myself. And I'm really proud of them. They're my second time doing them like this. But this poem is about how I've been unmasking, and it's kind of like the conclusion I've come to at this point. And I've come to a lot of conclusions, so it's not the only one. And it's not the last, but I'm going to read it. New rules. We go about 75%, aiming to produce a solid C+ in effort. My good's too good, and that's a fine enough reason for me to retire my best. She looks too okay, better than the expected fine. So what happens is people, they don't know how bad it feels to do so good. Now though, it's a different reason. OCD and perfecting the perfectionism as a strategy. That's the stench my best results can't get rid of, now that I've smelt it, dealt it, not felt it. And right now, I'm trying to please the healing gods. And she keeps trying to be me. And then she is you. And you keep being not what I realized. So giving it our all seemed safe, though sorry is what we've been most of our lives. That 25% is actually going towards us, ourselves, because they are working hard and I feel obligated. The deeper I get into my absolute embarrassed of how I didn't know how to take care of me, the sharper the boomerang back to the other extreme, the shame Sunday I feed myself as I turn it on me once again. How could I be so cruel to me? Self-abandoning, they say. I couldn't locate the self-worth you all speak of, only my bank account and the activity of my shamed, exiled part trying to give the other me love in the only way she's ever learned how, to cash, spend, use on the obligations, nay, the honor of the responsibility of caretaking one more. I have to say, I'm impressed by the general sense of camaraderie that all the different sides of me have, I'm pretty sure. All are welcome, and I've been coming out of the woodwork daily to meet and greet the different me's who've had to do it on their own before this. And the different languages being spoken are really a testament to the creative genius and how it shines. When given a world of invisibility and all the time a constant dissociator might need to think about what they've done and how they are wrong to have even tried to have done anything that way. The imprints of the scolding that happened out loud or through look and judgmental darts. The curse of understanding the shame system so well. I know what you will be thinking of me for a few minutes from now, and how you'll arrive at that conclusion of something we both signed on to, co-signed with the sage who gifted us that trauma, that lesson of tough love. And the love that wasn't tough? If you didn't know it, it's because you weren't deserving of it. And if you didn't learn how to deserve it, well, then welcome to the imaginary universe, created up by all of us wanting to know if there's a realness somewhere and how do we earn our belonging to it. Can she see past the reasons we were sent here in the first places? And will he understand that we didn't mean it but don't know why we do it? Unless we do it right by some act of randomness, and in that case, if we're supposed to mean it, then I'm sure we did. Because we resolved long ago to fix ourselves the way we should have back then, but I think we can do this now. That is what the 25% is leaving behind, and now it's going to making, forcing, not giving a fuck more fun. Just enough to prove it to you or it, or that final boss of me who I've been avoiding allowing into this party. Mostly she was my mom, and sometimes she was co-parent wanting to domesticate me more than my mom. Then it was Fred, and that actually got me to do new things and different things until I thought it was my son. And then my heart, it broke, shattered. And I was so in shock I couldn't be in love anymore. And to think that part of me that thought she was doing all she could to love him wasn't actually, said the part of me who doesn't believe in my innocence. And we all had to sit and think about all that we hadn't apparently done, all that we should have known, and all that we might have avoided. And maybe pain is the best way to fix this if that part of me wants it to be fixable by me or my intentions. And we tried to feel the hurt, the lonely, the forgotten that each of them, including him, must have felt. Because I had opened for business and was indiscriminately receiving all the claims of injustice and selfishness that I imagined they all would bring to me to justify their own actions, but not him. He's a baby, and he was a baby. And I don't know when I stopped being one, because I'm certainly not what I'm supposed to be at this point, this milestone or gravestone or landmark or... Here's an interruption from part of me wanting to succumb to the dosage of sleepy that is most definitely a version of me avoiding feeling the feelings that the part of me that wants to be a good trier thinks we ought to do to shed this outdated me that's writing this right now. And to know I'll be shifted, transitioned out, off, onto the better me, who was supposed to come with confidence installed, the new programming that says you're not in danger. Maybe when I leave my home and try to see what the world has for me, the part of me that is aware of the embarrassment I should feel at being the hermit I am, and I am, the part of me that is not a hermit is just that. And I think I know now that it's okay. It's okay to be happy with this, that I feel good, that they want to be with me, and that it's not a sign of how neglected they are, but instead I did my job, and so well, in fact, that it's still jobbing for me. And I can accept this maybe, certainly work towards allowing it if I don't get in my way again. And then she finished doing her other hand, the right one, with the best nails she's ever done in her goddamn life. Thank you for listening to that.